guys, thanks for watching. So I'm going to do a quick review on the Sawyer water filter, SP194, which is the model. I am super duper quadruple excited about this. This is been a work in the makes. This is my water filtration system for my bottle bag. Filters up to 1 million gallons of water, both biological and viral. I shot a video last week, which I never got time to upload, so there might be, flippy floppy here between this video and the other one. The other video was talking about the different types of Sawyer water filters and what each water filter was for, the different models, because there is a huge difference, and it's something that took me a while to freaking figure it out, because I knew I wanted a Sawyer water filter, I just wasn't sure which type. So anyways, let's take a look at the box. There she is. Complete water purifier system, viral and biological. And on the top, this is 1 million, and then it's 2-person 4 liter, or 1 to 2 person. Pretty nice big package. On the side of it, it says that is the filter, even though it doesn't look like it. It's just a sticker, and that is what's in the filter itself. It's the fast flow hollow fiber membrane. It filters sediment, bacteria, protozoa, cysts, and other contaminants that are mechanically filtered out. This is the 0.02 micron absolute purifier. It's the first purifier to use pore sizes so small that it mechanically removes bacteria, protozoa, viruses at the high rate of filtration. On the back, I will show you guys this. You might want to pause this. So at the top it says little dirty, or 4 liter dirty water dispenser, and a 4 liter clean storage vessel, which dispenses with dispensing cap, which is at the very, very top. You guys can see that up here. I know the quality is not good. 0.02 micron fiber, absolute fiber membrane, inline purifier, faucet adapter, drip tube, cleaning and maintenance instructions. And then I will let you guys read that. Pause it if you guys wanted to. Convenience, safety, flow rate. It says that it will filter 4 liters of purified water in as little as 15 minutes. Safety, it Sawyer water purifiers exceed EPA recommendation for removal rates. The Sawyer Purifier 7 removes. The Sawyer Purifier removes 7 log for all bacteria. So it'll be the first one here. The EPA recommendation is 6 log. It filters 7. Not sure what the log stands for. 6 log for protozoa, or 99.99999%. So 6 log, and it's supposed to be 99.9. Filters 99.9999999. And the last one is 5.5 log for all viruses. And as you guys can see, EPA recommends 4 log for viruses, and it filters 99.9 or 99.9997 or 5.5 log. So the other thing is it has a little ball valve here, which is pretty cool. And that's pretty much about it. There's nothing on the side other than a little picture and is what comes included in it. Now, go watch my other video on the different types of water, the different types of sawyer water filters. There's a big difference between this and the other ones. This is a 0.02 micron absolute hollow fiber membrane. One thing that you guys do want to look into, even if you guys don't want to go with something expensive as this, is for something as little as absolute. Anything that says absolute, meaning it's absolutely going to take care of whatever they advertise. If it doesn't say absolute, stay away from it. Big difference on all the water filters. Please go watch my other video, because it was confusing for me to find out, the different types of filters and what each one meant, and the different, models. This is the SP194. It includes one 4-liter dirty bag and one 4-liter clean bag, the blue one. Then it's got a SP191, which is the same water filter like this. The only difference is that it comes with a bucket kit to drill a hole in a bucket, and you would, instead of using this, would use a bucket to filter the water. It's a little bit much cheaper, but I don't plan on carrying a bucket with me when out and bugging out. I like the water bladders, and I also like my Pathfinder canteen, so that's why I got this. I paid $175 with free shipping on eBay. It is a seller that had the make an offer available, and it sold for $185. It came down to $175 with free shipping. So it is expensive. I know a lot of people cannot afford something this big. It did take me a while to kind of find the right, or to save money for this, but I'm making a separate video, discussing the different levels of preparedness for my bugger bag. Level 1 would be shelter. Level 2 would be firearm or protection, and then 3 would be water filtration. 2 and 3 might be reversed. I don't know. We'll see. That's a separate video. Anyways, so back to this. It's $175. I know it was expensive. Now you can actually get it's called the Sawyer. It's also a gravity fed system. It's the SP161 or 162. On the box, instead of saying viral and biological, all it says, it's yellow and it says biological. And the difference between this one and the other one is that the other one filters, or it has a 2-liter water bladder rather than the 4-liter, and it only filters what it says, biological, which I believe you can find those at Amazon or on eBay and Amazon for about $99. So $75 more you pay for this. The difference, again, go watch my other video, is that this filters 0.02 micron, the other one filters 0.1 micron. If you guys don't know math, that's 0.08 less. So it filters less than the $100 version, meaning it filters viruses. Now, in the United States, we don't have to worry about viruses in the water. The reason I got this versus the 0.1, which again both filter up to 1 million gallons of water, is that I don't want to sound too doomsayish, but there was a show, it's the one where the power went out, Revolution. It was like season 1, where the big guys, he's driving a limousine and everything goes down, and him and his wife were like, I guess, bugging out or hiking and trying to escape the city, and the wife got sick because they were drinking water from the river or a lake or something that, because the sewers were not working, that's what made her sick. Sewage, as well as any other type of bodily fluids, contain viruses. So by not having a viral water filter, you are tending to get sick. So let's say you use the 0.1 micron. If you use bleach or any other things like that, yes, you might get some of the viruses out. But let's say you don't have access to bleach or purifying water tablets, things like that, then you're just left with a micron and boiling. Boiling takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy. It's not something that you can do every day. If it's raining, it's not like you can just start a fire right away. You have to cut wood, prep your tinder, get some shavings, all that other stuff. Takes a lot of time. If it's snowing, everything's wet. Finding dry wood, again, wasting more energy. You're getting more dehydrated. Having to boil water takes time. It's not something that's gonna boil water in 60 seconds. So that's why I went with a viral and biological water filter, rather than the $100 version, which is just biological. So with that being said, there are some things that do have a downside to this, but this one, at least this water filter, is superior to others such as the Katadyn filter. So the reason I got this filter, or I went with the Sawyer, is because it's small. Now, this doesn't apply to the Sawyer only, but if you have some sort of water filter, if it freezes, it will get damaged. Same with the ceramic, I believe. If that thing freezes, it's going to cause damage to the ceramic. It can crack it, so now you're not able to filter out water. And on top of that, the Katadyn water filters that use the ceramic don't last as long as these. This is up to 1 million gallons. I think the Katadyn is close to 10,000-ish. And it only filters up to 0.1, which again, this filter is 0.02. So with that being said, it's really small, and even though I'll go over the instructions here, it's this small, it's something that you can actually put inside your jacket, your body heat, keep it nice and dry, rather than stick it in your bugger bag and having it freeze. So for example, let's say you're hiking, you run out of water, you use this, filter out some water, maybe you have to break some of the ice on the pond or the lake or the stream to collect some of the water. You filter it, stick this back in your bugger bag. Now this is sitting in your bugger bag, and let's say it's close to 5 degrees, negative 5. This is gonna freeze. So by being so small and compact and very lightweight, as you can see, you can just stick this inside your jacket. There are some recommendations that they do not recommend. So this is the lifetime warranty form that came with. Freezing may harm the filter in a manner such as damage cannot be seen. If you suspect that the unit has been frozen, replace it. So, huge downer. If it freezes, you gotta replace it. Homicide in Town, I know I did a VR to your video. I wasn't sure where I read this on the internet, but here I have it right in front of me, right on paper. I know that you have the water filter, the Sawyer water filter that has the bottle, and I think you also have the mini water filter. It might have been the regular one. the other gravity fed one. Anyways, if again you leave these inside your bugger bag and they freeze, they're done. You can probably reuse them, but then now you're risking, drinking contaminated water, even if you let it thaw out. So again, Homicide in Town. If you guys want to check this channel, go check it out. Make sure, just because they're nice and small, it makes them really easy to carry on you inside your jacket. Do not drop the filter from heights. It may damage housing, which is not covered by the warranty. Okay. Do not filter in any way. This will void warranty and may result in the filter not performing as designated. Oh, do not modify filter. Okay. Do not use household cleaners or soap with the filter. Okay. Drink mixes must be completely dissolved before they will pass through the filter. If filter becomes blocked, try backwashing with hot water. Blocked filters from juice or drink mixes are not covered by the warranty. Personally, I have no idea why you would even do that. Like the little mixers, lemonade mixers or raspberry you mix with water. I don't even know I don't even like them. I just like plain old water. Filter housing is not intended to be opened by the consumer and may leak if open. This is not covered under warranty. So I kind of wanted to open it. I've not tried. I've been wanting, because it looks like here, it looks like it's kind of like you screw this on and off. I have not tried opening it, but now I'm definitely not going to try, because it's just you're not supposed to open it. The warranty only applies to the filter, does not cover bottle, tubes, and other parts. So all this other stuff not covered, just this. Where is the other one? Now, before I bought this, I did some research, watched a lot of YouTube videos, read a lot of reviews on this. I did watch some video of a guy using this, and he filled out the gray bag, and it filtered to the blue bag within less than 5 minutes. So it was pretty fast. But then I had read some reviews, people saying, well, it doesn't flow as fast as it should. It's taking more than 15 minutes to fill up the blue bag. So Sawyer recommends that you prime the filter, which is negative in a way, and I will tell you guys here in a second. Do not let your filter freeze. This could damage the filter housing or the fibers themselves. Again, because it's so small, it won't freeze as long as you stick it in your jacket in the wintertime. Do not let your filter or reservoir be exposed to excessive heat greater than 115 degrees. So this and this do not leave in your car. Downside. Now, some people like to leave their bugger bags inside the vehicle. I don't. The reason I don't is because if I have my rifle and my gun, all my expensive stuff, and somebody steals my vehicle, which I have had my car stolen, and all my stuff is in there, I'm pretty much down however much money I have into the whole thing. My rifle costs about $700, the optic sight around $100, the backpack itself costs $250, the filter costs $175. Just keep adding, the knives, the tools, the hand warmers, the socks, just add. So that's why I don't keep my bugger bag in my car, because I don't live far from work, so there's no need. Keep your vessel in the shade to minimize any sun exposure and heating of the water. So again, don't leave this laying out in the sun. Avoid using treated tap water if possible. Chemical treatments can cause residue taste in the vessel. Do not use sport drinks or store anything other than water in your clean vessel. Clean vessel meaning this one, the blue one. So they don't want you to fill this up with, tap water. I know the tap water where I live is very rough in minerals, so maybe that's why. And I noticed that the tap water here does leave like that white mineral-ish thing. That's why they don't want you to use it on this, nor any like Gatorade or sports drinks. So now we get to the priming. So priming the purifier. The purifier will need to be primed before use and after each prolonged storage. So if you're gonna leave this sitting out, for 2 years, 3 years, you would have to prime it. This should be done before you start your outing and with water that is from a known safe source such as a kitchen sink. Then it has instructions: connect G to B, or no, G to D, this one, and then from D to B, so things like that. So it's got pretty clear instructions on how to set this up, which I will do out in the field, but I'll do it at home first. And they want you to use this faucet connector to prime the filter. This blah blah blah. Slowly open the faucet more as the flow increases, and let the water run for a few minutes. Turn off the faucet, disconnect everything, blah blah blah. Gray means unsaturated or untreated water. Blue means filtered water. Talking about the containers. And again, instructions. So the thing came with these little things. Important: the purifier may need to be primed with water before initial use. If the water does not flow, you may need to force the water through the filter. Try squeezing the gray bag. If that does not work, the priming. If that doesn't work, see the priming instructions, SP194. So there are ways to prime this. One of the things I'm going to get, which did not come with this, is a syringe to backwash this. You can backwash it by squeezing, having this connected to the water, the blue one, and then squeezing the water back through this. I kind of like the syringe idea. So with this, what they're saying is, let's say you're out in the field and you never had a chance to prime it, SHTF, it's in your buggle bag, you hit the road, 2 days or 24 hours later, you and your family are getting really thirsty, you don't have any water on you, but you have this, but you don't, you had to leave, so you never primed it. So what they say is, once it's connected to the gray bag, which is, you got dirty water flowing through here, you can squeeze the gray bag and force that water through the filter, coming out clean. But again, this is not a squeeze type of filter, this is a gravity fed filter. So what you would have to do, yes, you would squeeze the water to force it through, if it wasn't primed. If you do prime it, the water is going to flow normally and fast. If you don't, it's going to flow really slow. So what I like the syringe for is to just prime it, manually. If you're out in the field, it shouldn't take long. And well, how should I say this? You gotta have clean water to prime it. You can prime it using contaminated water or dirty water, pond water, lake water, whatever. But it's gonna plug up a lot faster. Versus if you prime it with clean water and then you run dirty water, it's gonna fill up the blue one a lot faster. But I like the syringe idea to where, if you have, a half a liter of water. Just use that to prime it and prime it and prime it, and then you're good to go. Fill it, connect everything back together, and you can start filtering, and that's going to filter a lot faster. So whatever, if you know you're running low on water, you can use that with a syringe and then just prime it really quick. All the connections, hopefully that makes sense. All the connections have O-rings. The one thing that I really liked about this, and I mean I really like, is this. It's got an O-ring on there. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's got a little ball valve on there, and the reason I like this is because, let's say you want to fill up your canteen, or maybe you want to fill up some of your friends' water bottles, things like that. You can use this and open it and close it, rather than having to take this off and fill it out like that, and then have water running everywhere. It's a waste of purified water. So I really like this idea. This is pretty awesome. It's got a bunch of connections. This blue one, and this gray one, and this, two hanging from a tree or a branch or something, to where it's gonna let the gravity. So you would put the gray bag here. All the hoses are connected, and then the blue, they're connected to the blue one. You got the filter, and gravity is gonna fill up the blue bag. So I like this too. I won't have to use my 550. So that's it, guys. That is the Sawyer SP194, which filters 0.02 absolute, 0.02 micron absolute fiber filter, meaning it absolutely filters 0.02 bacteria and viral from water. Now, like I said, here you don't have to worry about viral things in the water. Again, that's more like human feces, sewer water, anything viral, I should say. I read Wikipedia on it, and there's a whole list of viruses that can be found in the water. But again, the main reason I bought this is because, yes, it's going to cost a lot more, but B, it's going to filter more, and it's going to filter the same amount as the other one that costs $100, which filters 0.1. So for an extra $75, I got a filter that's going to filter viral. This filter will pretty much filter anything and everything. Okay. I think I saw a YouTube video of a guy living down in the boonies somewhere in the south, and he filtered some of the lake or river water. It's called the black water. The water itself, when he pulled it out in a clear container, it looked like pee, like really yellow pee. And when he filtered out through, I don't know if it was this one or the SP or the 0.1 micron filter, when he filtered it, the water was like a light yellow, not like a dark yellow pea like what he got out of the river. So I don't think these will filter colors or any type of like coloring, things like that. So let's say you got a sports drink and you put some of that raspberry mix to the water, and you try to filter it through this. It's not going to take, the pink coloring out of it. It's going to filter the water, but it's not going to take the color out of it. For that, you would want to use like a charcoal and sand type of mix to remove the coloring. And then you can use this to filter out the water. So that's it, guys. Go watch the other video. There's more in-depth detail as to the difference between the Sawyer Mini, the SP194, which is 0.02, and then the 0.1, the different models. Homicide in Town, if you're watching this, just keep in mind on your filters that, you know, if you do bug out, I know you and I live up here in the north, and it gets cold, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about 20 degrees outside. I'm talking like -10, -15, with a wind gust, and it gets pretty freaking cold at night in the wintertime. So something like this you would sleep with, you know, if you're outside and you filter water through this. So yes, you would have to babysit this, but technically I don't think there's even a water filter out there that is resistant to freezing, or at least resistant to where you can use it and then let it freeze and then thaw out and then reuse it. I just don't think there's one out there, and it's no big deal. I mean, you just have to put it inside your jacket, put it inside your coat, put it inside your cargo pocket. It's not that big. I would have to get like some sort of plug or something here, so that whatever water it does have inside doesn't leak inside my jacket and gets me wet. So I would have to, I think, you know what, earplugs might work on this. There you go. I just found how to plug it. So in the wintertime, I'm going to get some earplugs and put them on both ends. That way, if there's water still inside, it's not going to drain out of either end and get me wet. Let's see what else, guys. I don't know what else to say. Can get it on eBay for 175 bucks. The guy was selling it for 185, and I just, you know, make him an offer. Free shipping. This water filter will last up to 1 million gallons, just like the other ones, and it's pretty much it's once in a lifetime water filter. Like, it'll last you pretty much a lifetime. The only thing I would get extra would be this wrench to prime it and to backwash it. That is the only thing I would buy extra. Really excited about the water filter. I've been wanting to get this for a really long time. Right now I got food, water, protection. The only thing that I'm missing is shelter. Shelter is going to cost a lot of money, and that's a separate video. But I will try this out maybe next week, depending on the weather. I know it's kind of been drizzling up here, and it's been kind of chilly, which is good. That way I can really test this. There isn't really a place that I know of. Well, there is a place where I can get some dirty water. So I know where exactly. Okay, I know where to go now. So I'm gonna go there. Actually, I know 2 places now. So I'm gonna go to spot number 2 because it's more secluded, and get some dirty water and clean that, or collect some of that. And I will take 2 Ziploc bags to show you guys, you know, because they're clear, the dirty water. Hi, nice to meet you. And then the other Ziploc bag. Okay. What do you want? Okay. Sorry, my dog is just annoying the hell out of me. So, one Ziploc bag is gonna show you guys the dirty water. The other one, I'm gonna show you the filter water to see how clear it looks. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know what type of water filters you have. Let me know if you guys prefer the 0.1 versus the 0.02. I prefer the 0.02. Again, SHTF, nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows when it's going to happen. Nobody knows if, you know, the water treatments facilities are going to go down, and they're going to, you know, start, you know, dumping some of the sewage water back into the lakes and rivers and things like that, and contaminating the water, which this would take care of that. The 0.1 would not, which is, I know that's what everybody goes with, either the Sawyer Mini or the Sawyer squeeze bottle, because they're cheap. They're $20, they're $50. But again, what you spend is what you get, and with this, I'm getting a really good water filter. So let me know what kind of water filter you guys have, and let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know what your thoughts are on, you know, my idea or my scenario for having, you know, the 0.02 versus the 0.1. So thanks for watching.